right, so we're diving into match week 7 predictions here, folks. Looking back at after match week 6, the series is still, pretty tight here. We do have our leader with our points in Zach at 16 points.
Type shit.
But Brandon has now slipped into second place.
Come on.
14.
Come on.
What was it? The Everton game today got you that extra point.
Yep.
We were tied.
Yep.
And then I'm sitting at a measly 13 points. I think I only had 2 predictions right after this past weekend. So
I think I had 14 before this week, so I think I'm right there with you. With 2.
yeah. We both had 2. Both had 2.
Yeah.
Brandon, you picked up a lot of points. With
Huge
4,
week for the kid. Huge weekend for the kid.
4 correct picks. But none of us had a correct score line this past weekend. I think we've each had, well, not each, but like past 2 predictions, one has had a correct score line.
I thought for sure the Newcastle Arsenal I was gonna get.
Dude,
And they tied it, and I was like, son of a bitch, if you get the 3.
I thought I had it.
I was like, no.
I was like, God damn it.
Just
I
running
needed
away
this.
with it.
Yeah,
I didn't even care about the game at that point. I was like, fuck, Zach's gonna take the lead.
Right?
I was like, please, and they gave up a goal. I was like, you motherfuckers. And I was still pissed from the Chelsea games. I'm like, I can't have fucking anything today. I'm like, fuck this.
Damn.
All right, so match week 7, we start with Bournemouth versus Fulham. By the way, I also did my homework for these predictions this week because I want to just start making sure I'm getting these right, and I need to look at how teams are performing head to head, how they're performing at each stadium, whether it's home or away. And Bournemouth versus Fulham was an interesting one because Fulham doesn't really get wins at Bournemouth. Yeah. So I went
Vitality?
with a 2-0. Vitality. That's what I was looking for the stadium name.
Got you.
Thank you. 2-0 win for Bournemouth this weekend.
The Cherries they're cooking right now.
They are.
They're doing a lot better than I think a lot of people expect them to do this season, especially losing 3 other 4 back line starters from last season. But I haven't won again. I got a 2-1 win.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I went 2-0 Bournemouth, but I want to switch that now that you went 2-0.
Okay, all right. Tricky.
No, I'll just stay 2-0.
Stick with it.
Still,
I mean,
2-0.
The thing with Fulham, it's like they, and especially after watching the highlights from the last game, like they are attacking and they do have some good attack, but like we're saying with Bournemouth, they're pretty solid defensively. And
I also think Raul Jimenez got hurt, didn't he?
He might have.
So.
I think he got hurt.
I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And it was a comeback game for him. He scores the first goal, and of course, he's out now.
Yeah. I don't know where their goals are going to come from then. So yeah.
All right. Leeds versus Tottenham. I was all over the place with this prediction, but we're going 1-2 Tottenham.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That
was another head-to-head there. It was with Tottenham right now, they need the win, whereas Leeds is like they're performing. Yeah. So this might be one of those games where they take the pedal off the gas, and it's a tough loss.
Okay.
I went 3-1 Spurs.
Okay.
I just think this is one of those games that like it would be Spursy for them to lose.
Right.
Like so, I was tempted to go like just like a 1-0 Leeds or something.
Yeah.
But after last game when they tied it late on, I think they bounced back with a win this week.
Mm-hmm.
You went 2-1 Spurs.
Yes.
Okay, you just said it backwards. Confused me.
Right.
Man, I can't because I went 2-1 Spurs 2-1 Spurs, and I'm not going
same prediction,
same as you again. Fuck it, 2-1 Leeds. 2-1 Leeds.
Wow, dude.
All right.
2-1 Leeds.
It's crazy. Like that's it. See, I almost did this. I was thinking the same though. I almost thought that it was going to be a Spursy performance from them, but they can't afford it right now. They can't afford to either lose
and that's
or draw.
exactly why it's gonna happen.
True.
That is a great point.
Exactly why it's
the thing
gonna happen.
I can look at any Spurs game and be like, it'd be such a Spursy thing for them to lose.
Also, we got Champions League this week. Does Spurs have a game midweek?
That's right.
They
Yeah,
do.
Everyone's gonna have a mid game this week. Damn, you're right.
Maybe
Maybe they get their win in Champions League and then they don't show up this week.
There's a reason I'm catching up to you. There's a reason I'm catching up.
All right.
I should be like 6-0 Spurs.
We got Arsenal West Ham, and this is a bogey game for the Gunners. I'm telling you guys now. West Ham won, I think, the last 2 games at the Emirates.
Did they really?
Yeah. Last year was a 1-0 win, and then the season before that was a 2-0, or it might have been a 2-2 draw. So, but we have not won against West Ham at home the past 2 home games. But it's going to be a 1-0 win for us. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
I think Nuno had his fun, tying Everton today. But I think this is going to be his first taste of reality with this West Ham squad and what he needs to do to improve them. So I went 3-0 Arsenal.
Yeah. I went 4-0 Arsenal. I think Gyökeres just abuses that back line.
I hope.
I really do.
Hey, listen, I hope.
This is one of Gyökeres' stat padding games.
Yeah, we do need one of those.
Yeah. I think you got to start Trossard too on the left-hand side. He looked so good.
Yeah, he didn't look too bad.
It's
Martinelli super sub is great.
I think Trossard and Martinelli are both great super subs.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's like you can't sub them both on the left, but
right.
You know.
We got Man U versus Sunderland.
Yep.
This is gonna be a good one, boys.
Yes,
gonna be good because that Sunderland game, again, they're showing up right now, man, and they're gonna show up again and get that win. It's gonna be 2-1 Sunderland
at Old Trafford.
Wow. It's gonna be huge.
I went the exact same thing.
Really?
Black Cats have been cooking so far this season.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think Emeren's days are numbered, and
Yeah.
if they lose this game, I could see them pulling the plug.
Yeah.
And that's a weird choice to make. It's the same thing we talked about last week with
Yeah.
who did Arsenal replace Arteta with.
Yeah.
I don't know who United go. Where they go? I mean, there's the Graham Potter links, which I'm like,
Hell
please,
no.
for the content,
I've been seeing Ollie Glasner and Iraola from Bournemouth.
Well, I'm going to bring that up, and not to steer off the predictions, but that was going to be something I wanted to talk about. Where if United go for Glasner from Crystal Palace, it's going to be the same situation as Potter going to Chelsea. I think it's going to be like a manager coming from a mid-table team that is getting results for a team like that because the pressure's not there. Yeah. As soon as they leave a team like that, go to a team that has pressure, that needs the results and is needing some kind of upheaval change, it's going to just mount so much pressure on this guy. And it's the same deal as Potter. Like, Potter just popped up at Brighton and was like doing good and, became a great manager, and then goes to Chelsea and just drowns. And it's going to be the same situation. I think if United goes for another manager, they go all in on a big name signing. They got to do it, bite the fucking bullet, put this rumor to bed and make it happen, a dream. Zidane coaches United and just comes in and just takes over and becomes.
I think they're.
They just need to make some kind of crazy fucking move like that, because I don't know who else you go for. Who else you go for?
I'm telling you right now, if they sack Ameren, it's going to be Gareth Southgate.
Oh God! And it was
hasn't coached
the worst
club.
thing ever if they do go.
It might be worse than it was before because he hasn't coached the club since 2009, I believe it was, and it was Middlesbrough. So
you know who's available to coach after October 18th?
Who?
You.
I mean, you can't do much worse.
No.
You can't
hey,
do
literally,
much worse,
I would see, and that's it. You either go for like someone like Zidane or a no name. Like, you got to go outside the league.
Why
again
am I
or
not in the
something
same
like
conversation as Zidane?
That's what you are in the same conversation. You're either going for a Zidane or you're going for a Brandon Bundschuh. That's what you got to do.
You should have said Zidane or Brandon Bundschuh. That's
well, it's like they're in the same line, just like two different worlds, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
All right, I respect it. I see where you're going.
Yeah. We ran over your Sunderland United pick.
That's okay. I went 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
2-2.
See?
I see Sunderland getting results. I don't see them
That's
beating
fair.
United at home.
All right. No, I see it. It could be something like that. Like, I see it. My prediction, I came out with the idea of like Sunderland scores first, United scores, and it's 1-1 for a majority of the kind of game, and then like United is trying to fight for that second goal, but Sunderland gets it. But I could see the same kind of thing also happening, it being a 2-2 draw like that. So solid pick there.
Thank you.
Chelsea versus Liverpool. Unfortunately,
Is this a game we're live streaming?
we could consider it. That's this weekend though. It's this weekend.
We can pitch it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I filled you in though a little bit. I braced you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 0-0 draw, something crazy like that.
Damn.
Because Liverpool, after the loss this past weekend, is gonna be trying to play hard, and they are gonna know that they're coming in to play hard.
Okay.
And as weak as you might think that Chelsea is right now, they're going to have Sanchez back in goal, and they're going to be trying their hardest not to let Liverpool score. And that's going to be their game plan. And then if they can get the goal out, that's huge for them. It's a home field advantage for them. see the 0-0.
Look at them. Look at it turn.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the vote of confidence. That being said, I don't know who's playing center back in this game. I think it might be two 19-year-olds in Hato and Achimpong, and I think those are both good young players, but I just don't think they're ready for this kind of magnitude of a game.
Yeah.
And you talked about sitting back and trying to just hold out and get one on the counter, and I think we've shown the last couple of weeks that we're down a man, but that's just not something we're capable of doing, especially when it comes to just balls getting put in the box over and over again. I think this is an ugly one, unfortunately, and I think I might just start predicting us to lose every week. But I have
should have started that way.
I have 3-0. I have 3-0 Liverpool.
Wow.
And I think it could be worse, to be honest. Like I think this is gonna be a real we gotta wake the fuck up game for us. Like it reminds me of 2 seasons ago when Poch was in charge and we went into the Emirates and we found out Palmer wasn't playing, and I think all the Chelsea fans I think everybody just kind of lost their hope in that game.
Yeah,
we got stormed 5-0. I think this is
5, yeah.
I think this is like one of those games where it's just like a 3-0, 4-0.
I don't know, man. I put the faith of the atmosphere in Stamford Bridge to keep the team in it.
I really hope that we come out, surprise everybody, and somehow pull off a result in this game.
It's one of those games, Liverpool and Chelsea. It's a good one every time you guys play. I've seen good 0-0 draws against Liverpool and Chelsea. I can see that happening.
I always want to see goals. You guys know that. I am changing it a little bit after your conversation. I didn't take into consideration the center back. I do think Chelsea gets 1, and that's what I'm changing. I had it 4-2. I don't think they get 2. I can see them scraping 1 off a counter, like you said, but I got 4-1 Liverpool.
Nice.
It's one of those games that I'm just dreading. I'm just
not gonna watch.
Well, I'm gonna watch it because I couldn't tell you last time I missed the game.
Yeah.
But I'm just praying it doesn't go as bad as I'm expecting it to.
You can also back this up too, but you keep talking about home field advantage. Stamford Bridge is the most white collar. I feel half of that stadium is not actually Chelsea supporters. So I don't really know how much of a home field advantage you get at Stamford Bridge.
It's not what it used to be. Like in the early days with Mourinho, early 2000s, early 2010s even, the atmosphere was much better, where it seems like, I think it's just with the way the ticket prices are and stuff now, where it's just become a lot more corporate, a lot more tourism. Yeah. And, there's days where I watch games and I can tell, there's just not a lot of fans there today. And I think that's why a lot of fans want the bigger stadium, because they want to just get extra people that actually care into the stadium. Where, when people are looking for a game, they're in London, you're going to go to probably Chelsea or Arsenal. Yeah. If you want to get to one of the big teams, that's what you're looking for as a tourist. So I think especially with only having 44,000.
Yeah. Regardless, all I'm saying is in a game like this where you need the love and support of the fans, you're not going to get it from a tourist looking for a game.
Yeah,
you're not going to get that.
And I'm hoping that with it being Chelsea Liverpool, the ticket prices are more expensive, and it's and it leaves the tourists, so it keeps them away from this game. Yeah, but we'll see, because we need every single person in that stadium bumping on.
All right. All right. It's going to be a good one. Wrapping it up, we got a couple more games here. Aston Villa versus Burnley. Villa is hitting the ground. They're finding some form. So we'll see what goes on. I think they might have some Europe this week, but 2-0 for Villa against Burnley.
I originally had written down 1-1. But I think I did this last night and wasn't really had my head on straight, just because I was still a little frustrated from Saturday. So I'm going to change it to 2-1 Villa.
Okay. All right.
They just had a good game this weekend. I think they're going to bounce back and bounce back, but they're going to keep their form going.
I also did this last night. My head was on straight. I'm going 1-1.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm going 1-1.
If I'm wrong and I just come back to this moment,
No, I think they did at 3-1, right?
3-1.
3-1
against Fulham, yeah.
Ollie Watkins got his first. I think that's huge for him. But Burnley is a massively defensive core. Yep. And I think he struggles to find the channels that he likes to run into. So with that, where do the goals come from? I think they sneak one. They're good enough. They're looking okay. they turn the corner, but I got 1-1.
All right.
Also, Jaden Anthony on Burnley.
He's been cooking.
I like him.
I don't know where this performances came from because he only had 8 goals in the championship last year.
He's already up to 4.
Yeah,
he's up to 4.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't know if it's just like the lights are brighter and he lives for that or something.
I don't know.
But
Yeah, he's looking good.
All right. Everton versus Crystal Palace. This is going to be a good one. This I feel like could be a game of the weekend right here.
I was about to say this. Besides, if Chelsea play better than I'm expecting them to, that's game of the week. But on paper, I think this is the game of the week.
Yeah, Everton is really heating up. They did not deserve the draw this past weekend. Like West Ham today. Yeah, that's what I meant. Today, they scrapped that out against them. Everton was they were clobbering them. Like the amount of shots that they had and just the chemistry that Shrewsbury Hall and Grealish have right now in that like attack is really cool. Yeah. It's really nice to see. But I see it being a 1-1 draw. Crystal Palace is also on fire, and these two are really like it's going to be very competitive.
Yeah,
I went 2-2.
Nice.
I think it's going to be a really good game. I think there's going to be goals, and I think there's going to end up being a stalemate at the end.
Yeah.
I went 2-0 Palace.
Palace. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's hard to not bet on them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to go against Palace right now because they have the hot hand.
Yeah.
So
Our first episode, I predicted Palace to be up there. I think in the European spot. So just
all right. They're keeping it up.
saying.
They're keeping it up. We've got Newcastle versus Nottingham Forest. I went 2-0 Newcastle. A lot of 2s in my predictions, but Nottingham Forest is still a pretty defensive team. But Newcastle is going to want to come out and get some goals. So
I had 2-0 also, but I'm going to change it to 1-0 just to keep it a little bit fresh.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a little bit fresh and not have the same score.
Sure.
I think we already have another one that overlaps too.
Yeah.
So
I'm changing this one again too. I had 2-1 initially, but I'm gonna go 3-0. I don't see Forest scoring a goal.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Yeah, they're struggling so far under Big Ange.
Is Vissa finally fit? Not
I
that
think so, but it's not.
Woltemata needs a statue.
I was gonna
Build the
say,
fucking
yeah.
statue.
Your boy is really holding his own, and I love the picture that you put up. Like he can do it all.
He really can.
It's
He
like
really
picture
can.
of him just in his fit
His
and
fits
everything.
are unbelievable.
All right, we got Wolves and Brighton. I put a draw for that one as well. It's 1-1. I think I got right here.
Interesting.
Yeah. I originally had 1-2 Brighton taking a win, but with Wolves, I think their draw last week against Tottenham is going to give them a little more of like a competitive edge that they need for the rest of the season. These next couple games.
I think I went 2-0 Brighton. I'm not a believer in this Wolves team whatsoever. I don't know if I'll ever predict Wolves to win or even get a draw.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have already or not, but I think they continue the second half form that they had against Chelsea and carry that over to the Wolves game.
You went Brighton winning too?
No, draw.
Draw, and you went Brighton winning?
Yeah.
So the way this series works is someone's gonna eventually have to make a splash.
All right.
Someone's gonna have to go for the jugular and try to take the lead. I didn't have it. I'm switching it again. 2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
2-1
I respect the hell out of that.
Give them their
respect
first
that.
win of the season. They're coming off of a good performance against Spurs. I think they ride that. And like 95% of me does not agree with what I just said. But let's make a splash. 2-1 Wolves.
If there's going to be a team that can make that splash against right now, Brighton could be that big splash that they need.
Yeah, I think
like
they're
it.
another one that's overperforming right now too. And I think a little reality check. Wolves again looking for that first win. Maybe.
All right. Last one of the weekend was going to be Brentford versus City. Nothing to really, like City is in form. 3-0 win for City, but we'll see what goes on with them. I don't want to see them continue this fucking hot streak. The last thing we need is City just continuing their path of destruction in the shadows and then just rise up to the
Slowly
top.
but surely.
Yeah. Holland's got he's got his shooting boots on to start the season so far. I think it continues into this game. I got 3-1 City.
Well, so much for a splash. I also have 3-1 City.
Yeah. This is one of those ones where it just is what it is.
See, I almost was going to put a goal down, but you can't forget that they got Donnarumma in goal. Like that's
Yeah.
gonna be the killer blow for the rest of the fucking season.
Keith Andrews has the vibes going though. He's got the Brentford boys looking okay.
They do
All
not
right.
look that far off of what they were. They're just kind of missing their X factor players,
Yeah.
which obviously they're not there anymore.
Igor
but
Thiago too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna write him down.
he's still overrated. No, I gotta stand on.
I
I gotta stand on my
know.
opinion. You know,
Yeah.
I said it's one of those ones where like I'm just not too sure. I think,
Right.
But it's just
2 goals in 19 minutes says otherwise.
Crazy stuff.
Hey, it happens.